Hello, Tart Boy. I assume you're not there, because he said 2 secs. My greetings gone out into the ether. You're there. Hello. It goes well. It goes well. Had a pretty productive morning, so I'm psyched. How are you? Alright, just woke up. Perfect start to the day. A little bit of brage. Hello, Fletcher. How you doing? My 2 favorite boyos. Wow. Wow. That's brutal. How's it going? I'm doing good. I added a sword whoosh sound this morning. I don't know if it's good, but it's there. That's something. That's like, it's a pretty big deal. Actually just starting to like add stuff to like add noises to the player actions is pretty cool. It's pretty quiet, but that's kind of the point. I don't think it goes through the music or anything. I could pause it for a second. I wonder if... I don't even think it'll detect on the stream. Maybe it does show a little bit. Anyway, I think it's pretty cool. Can't detect it. Yeah, that's fair. I'm not going to mess around with the setting just for the sword whoosh. Clicking too loud, that's funny. Yeah, anyway, Tart will get to see it when I next sync up, which could be in 2 weeks apparently. So, anyway. We got Bone Collector graphic, that'll be a quick win. We like those. Release in 2 weeks. Easy peasy. Speaking of release in 2 weeks, when's 789 coming? Water Tart is getting out of bed. I'm psyched. Nice. Actually thinking of starting some game dev this week, drawing up a design doc for an idea, but first will come 789 to decide between engines. Nice. Nice, I look forward to it. transitions in this compilation are pretty sudden. Right, so we're looking at the dragon. It's not here, it's called fungal, that's why. That's implemented, I just gotta look at all these different triggers. Dragon egg 3. It was 100% the result of moving to Linux and then seeing people play Sims and realizing I can't. Wait, am I missing something? Oh no. So you're gonna make a Sims. You're gonna make a Sims kind of not clone, but like something to scratch your Sims itch. And hello Drake, take your sass and put it in the sass bucket where it belongs. Nice, that's cool, Fletcher. I'm feeling it. Is it gonna be like people, like Sims, or are you going some other direction, like more Tamagotchi style or something? That does look like the sass bucket is on fire. Welcome back, Tart. We're looking for fungal dragon. It'll be people, and because I won't be doing it in 3D, I can go bigger towns, more people. I can spend more processing power on their AI as well, so the story doesn't revolve around you. That's cool. Sounds big. Okay, so that didn't work. Not much. Fletcher mentioned he's making a kind of Sims-inspired game. Drake came in, sassed me. And that's about it. Did I not add it? Don't appear to have done so. Yeah, the ideas come back again. A bit more fleshed out this time, spending some time nailing down some details and then to choose between engines by remaking 79. So what's the kind of core loop of your Sims idea? Like what's your... What's the game? Two? Why is there two? Did I add that somewhere else? The dragon calls you little friend when you give him the egg. That's gonna make me weepy. literally done that already. Core loop, yes, that's a thing. You create characters who live better, more successful lives than you, and then you die in real life. Nice. Nice. I've done this already? Go to treetops. Yep, I guess so. I guess we've done this already. It's weird. Alright, so we're going to the chieftain. Apparently I've done everything with the dragon. I need to nail that down. At the moment I think most of my ideas revolve around the simulation as opposed to the character. Did we lose some frames there, Dart? Yeah, I think with you, Fletcher, that seems to be the risk, because I could tell you would just get super excited about the the architecture required to simulate human interaction. And then focus on that rather than making it a game. I mean, it would be cool, no doubt, but it would risk being just a life simulator. If dialogue target okay. Else we're just gonna run whatever the default is. Chieftain 3 seem to do coin charging here. Check equal money. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Like, my two core ideas at the moment are a living, breathing world and everything takes time. The second one is due to, in Sims, you could, if you worked at it hard enough, marry a Sim the same day you met them. And while some people are young / crazy enough to do that, it shouldn't be the norm. Now, I agree with you, but that you gotta make that fun, because there's a risk that, like, there's a reason people don't like Sims is a game, and like half the reason you do it is because you can achieve things very quickly, because otherwise you could just say I'm gonna play Sims and I'm well, rather than playing Sims I'm just gonna get a career and get super wealthy, which I could do in a day. But like in a game, what I'm trying to say is that don't make it like ultra realistic that you have to take like 3 years to get married, unless you can like speed through the game in 3 years. Did I show you my options menu? I don't know if you did. improved the UI. Masochist. That was really cool. Is that like built-in tools and stuff? For like the drop-down menus and things look pretty cool. Probably. You've got like sliders and stuff in there. It'd be pretty mad if you whipped that up from scratch. 100%. Yeah, it won't take years. It'll take a bit of time, but not years. That makes sense. Sliders and stuff are, yeah, I had to rewrite some of the drop down. Cool, yeah, it looks really good. So we'll say target 6. So if dialog ID is equal to never really done with the Unity component before. Nice. You learned a new skill. So if check equal money 30, then else something I'll do more now. Nice. Beep beep. I'm going to be using the ECS stuff partially for certain things, but not everything is ECS based. Do a Tynan Sylvester Rimworld guy and rewrite the entire object system. That sounds like a great idea. Beep beep. Amount 13. Chieftain 3, option 2. How's the day? It's good, Krub. How are you? Good to see you. ECS stuff interested me, but then I lost interest in Unity. I think Amethyst and ECS, though, so I may get to play around with it. really want to get better at programming. Sometimes I hear stories where people just do insane stuff I'd never think or be able to do, and I'm like, how do I even get to there from here? I'm in the same boat, Mr. Tart. I don't, I try just not to care about that, because there's, well, I mean, the complacency is bad, that's true. So I should expand my skills a bit, but I need to know what I need to know to make what I want to make, roughly. KDO 92 rings a bell. Chieftain call, right? Okay. So have we set that up? Like a common thing is people say you learn by doing, but if you're in your own bubble working on games, I think it's way easier to just get into habits and your methodology of writing systems. Absolutely. I tend to, I guess the risk is that I tend to do what I know how to do. So if I think of an idea and then I catch myself thinking I don't actually know how to do that, then I'll just dismiss the idea because it's too complicated, but actually it isn't. At the same time, when I want to learn, I'm like, what do I even want to learn? That's true. It's hard to learn for the sake of learning. That is tough. So what you need to do is you need to, I mean, I didn't know any default before I started all this, so I've learned tons of new stuff. So I'm not stagnant, but I also don't know as much as I could do. So I think it's easy to crap on yourself and think you're not learning anything when you actually are. He hasn't streamed for a long time now, but yeah, he mainly used Unity for the rendering. He wrote his own network stuff and had a lot of experience doing optimization for contract work that he knew how to pretty much eliminate garbage collection completely. He often helps Reflect Studios with that. Is Reflect Studios the first person that gave me like an enormous raid? Is that the guy that got banned off Twitch? No, maybe not. Or maybe? He's the guy that got banned off Twitch for game dev. The one that's streaming, is he streaming on Twitch? That's funny. But yeah, no, he was my first big raid, and it was like one of the biggest still I've ever received, like 60 viewers. It was mad. Like, I was totally shell-shocked when that happened. It's crazy. Surprised he would be doing it though, because he's pretty pissed. Maybe, you know, I guess with time things settle down and you wouldn't care so much anymore. But yeah, that's a good idea, but I think I more noticed my gaps in knowledge when I see people writing code on Twitch and using language features I don't know about, stuff like that. I think, yeah, I wouldn't be too worried about that kind of stuff. The way I write states hasn't changed in 2 years because I find it just works super well, but I'm still not sure it's the best way. Does it have to be the best way? What retard? I remember this, like, I wasn't privy to this conversation, people were talking about me, but one of my friends was talking about, he's talking about my code, can't remember in what context, and he's talking to a guy that's like, he writes kind of render stuff. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like really like complicated stuff. And so my friend says like, yeah, so Alex writes this, like writes code, and he admits to it being spaghetti and stuff like that. And the guy says, well, yeah, that's how you ship games. And I was like, oh, thank you for defending me and my honor. He wants to return to Twitch, but he won't respond to his appeals at all, and there's no indication to when the ban will lift. It was such a minor thing as well, like something with like revealing someone's IP on the stream who's abusing him or something. I think, I don't know. Yeah. Done is always better than perfect. Exactly. That's what I think. Not necessarily, but I don't know. When I hear people going after jobs, they just go above and beyond what I would think to do, and I feel like I can't compete. I see where you're coming from, Waterytart, but you're kind of taking the loss out in advance. FF14 is spaghetti code. I'm not surprised. I'm sure it's all over the place. You ever seen a Skyrim does shops? They spawn a chest 1,000 units under the NPC, and you remote trigger opening it. That is lovely. That is that like so proves my point. My main thing is when people don't care about the quality of the code and hack it out, and they end up with this unfixable mess where the systems can't interact with each other. That I'm unfamiliar with that way of doing things, Waterytart. That doesn't sound like me at all. Yeah, you're letting the perfect be the enemy of the good. So then that's set up, right? Give tooth to catch one. Funny thing with that Skyrim thing, you can actually clip through the ground and steal from that chest. Of course you can. That's awesome. Wasn't there there was a Bethesda game, was it Fallout 76, where like people found like the dev room, and like this boggled my mind because like not only did they find the dev room, it was a problem for the developers, and they had to like figure out how they did it to prevent it happening. I'm like, do you not have sufficient control just to like make it impossible to get that? I don't understand what the system is like, but it seems to me like it seems trivial to block the access to it. Delete the dev room for, yeah, that, or like have a variable flag to just like say if you're there, just take infinite damage every second or something. I don't know. Have a dev build and a prod build. Yeah, I mean, like, there'll be a million ways. I literally don't understand how it's possible. I think there's one thing to have preprocessor commands to avoid loading it, but another to avoid pulling in the assets that make up that space. Don't understand how Bethesda's quality just gets lower every time they ship. Seems like it. Providing that dev room isn't a part of the spaghetti code, because I know in the source engine for Half-Life 2 they had to make rooms like that. But like, I don't understand why it's accessible. That's what I don't get. I think Fallout 1 had a hard-coded position on the map that was used as an elevator, so it had to be blocked off on every map except one. Oh my god. That's mad. how do we do this? Well, how do we spaghetti solve this? Like, how does one do that? I mean, I can understand it for performance benefits. Moving an object is cheaper to spawning it in, but I don't get how object/levels can be part of the spaghetti code. Make everything global variables. Boom, solves everything. That is my go-to. Like, that is the biggest sin I do. Global variables make things so much easier. And I know to steer clear, but I don't. To be fair, I haven't run into many problems with it. I can't even remember ever any problems, but I do know to be careful. If not. The way the source engine worked, they had to have an entity in the world to be able to add code or script events. So it all had to exist in a developer room. That's crazy. I feel like if you're working solo, it's not too big of an issue. That will be a massive. I can immediately as you say that water retard, I'm like, oh geez, don't use any global variable. That makes perfect sense actually. Unity that has that, you have to add a script to a component, but it doesn't have to be a physical component you can see or interact with. The main issue is like Jimmy the intern coming in after a bender from Saturday to Monday and seeing a global variable like herp to derp, we're gonna overwrite value for that. Ah, Jimmy! Why did we hire you anyway? You're not even a real person. Am I young personing right? Can you yeet a global variable? Is that possible? I had a friend at a company that told me there was a guy that didn't want to give his source code to the company, so he replaced all the variables and names with AAA, BBB, CCC, etc. and kept a big book to understand. That's wonderful. Like, that's old school obfuscation. That was a literal facepalm. So we just need to do, I think it's a trap, I guess. It is a trap, Tar. You win. I love having comments like, so this next function works, I have no idea why or how, so don't touch it. Like, yeah, and like when they require weird things that don't seem like they should be necessary, but yeah. 552 and Chieftain. Uh, 73. I hired my buddy to try and learn the code. That's awesome. Actually, if you've written the code for the company, it's theirs. Hope they fired him. It depends on the contract, I guess. Like, even if they fire him, then it's not really gonna help them, is it? What have I done? Function in it, okay. Agree, if you're being paid hours to sit and make something, you cannot take part of that and say it's yours. Stop me. Well, I mean, you're not going to be able to force someone to do something they don't want to do, really. I've been saving up for a flat for a while now, but I decided I'm going to get back into sculpting / modeling, and I want to get Marvelous Designer. Is that super pricey, I guess? Is it like flat on one hand, Marvelous Designer on the other? So that's pretty terrifying. And expected to close function at line 73. So I don't know if it is that this function or is it this one? Doesn't really matter because I don't know either. It's not too bad, it's still a big chunk of money. Well, if you're paying them, you can tell them to do stuff surely, like that's what you're paying them for, and you could always mutually sign the contract. Yeah, but I'm like, you're not gonna get someone to do something they don't want to do. You know, if you have them on a contract for another 3 months, if the option is fire them, like if they're gonna get paid regardless. Normally I'd be against that kind of behavior, making the variables hard to read on code. You've made for the company, that's maybe not be big. Yeah, I mean, sure, but like you wouldn't want him at a computer if he's annoyed. Hopefully I can get some commissions during my first semester. Yeah, hopefully. There's something here. Plot twist, is it easier for the company to pay a spy and steal the book? Probably. Well, I've added this. If not, then beat the guy to death with it. Am I losing my mind? think Lionel Lux is looking for people to like commission use of existing songs for games. Thinking of emailing about it. I have a few synthwave bangers that haven't been used. Yeah, your kind of stuff would probably fit perfectly in what she makes. I don't know too much about what she does, but it wouldn't. Yeah, I think it would fit. What are you working on right now? I'm working on understanding what the heck isn't working about this set of conditionals. It's breaking for me and I don't know why. Is it this? The debugger isn't giving me a good answer. So it compiles if I comment this out, so that seems... But I literally cannot see what's wrong with that. Is it compiling now? What? I've been looking at this for 10 minutes and it's not a problem anymore. That's how I feel about that. Magic. Lua is magic. That is true, Fletcher. Stop Barrage and off-brand Windybeard. Why, did I steal something from Windybeard there? I don't know him now, I've only seen him in the Flamecast. He does big wins here where he zooms into his face. I mean, I'm sure other people do it too. I think I've stolen it, but I don't think I stole it from Windybeard. Man, I need to do laundry. I'm glad I remind you of that. I don't know what inverse Windybeard means. One of us is probably offended. This is all stolen from all Kung Fu films. Is there a bit that... I thought there was a bit that was very locked in. Yeah, okay. No, he's an artist trying to program. I see. He's got multiple games released, doesn't he? I'm sure he's more achieved in programming than I am in artistry. You're the accountant trying to do it. Ugh, that makes me sound nasty. Hello, Mango. Or hey, Mango. Wait, Top Rush makes a successful game and is the accountant doing a GDC talk. Ugh. That sounds like a nightmare to me. Greetings, I will pay the tribute. I'm not paying to talk to you. Wait, how did we get to that one? Chieftain 4, right? Are we getting errors? I don't think so. So in all seriousness, don't compare Ort to his games. From what I've seen of his games, yours have a larger scope, so it makes sense for him to release more of them. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't meaning that like him having more games makes him better. I'm aware his scope tends to be smaller, but if he's trying to program, he's succeeding. That's all I meant. Also, let's all breathe happily knowing that Top Rush could have made a game with a fully fledged economic system. Well, if that's what you want, Fletcher. Stock Trader Simulator. Is that what you want? That could be a good game. I'm sure it is in some ways. Right, am I going nuts? Yeah, that doesn't go anywhere. Are accountants and economists the same thing? Absolutely not. I mean, I'm down for the spreadsheets, but not for the economic commentary alongside it. I mean, if it was made into a game, it would be made so that it would be fun. They're all boring money people. I mean, if you're making something about valuing companies and like a stock market, I think accountancy would be more relevant than a generalized economics degree. I'm sure some economists would be better at it. But like calculating an actual valuation of a company, that's something accountants should be able to do. I'm hedging myself there so I don't have to actually do it myself. I'm gonna lump this back in, but really I don't understand. What's the value of your company? That would be a very easy calculation. Like I'd say, I think it's a negative equity. I've racked up some juicy losses, that's about it. Is that because it hits a custom? Yeah, that's wrong. Why is that doing that? I need to stop preemptively saying you too when the delivery person says enjoy your food. Happy birthday, you too. You too. Hey, Jelmega. Low-key, this is why Fletcher wants to make a version of a Sims game, because it's easier to simulate social interactions than actually do them. Streamed a bit, tried out the raid thingy, but didn't seem to work. That's a shame. How did it not work? Did you enjoy streaming though? Well, didn't really have any viewers. That's normal when you're just starting out though. Don't worry about it. Okay. So I'm just gonna run the test on the dragon. Remove the debug stuff. Legit had a combo with someone from my school who I hadn't seen in a while, and he said, "Good luck with the programming thing," and I said, "You too." But obviously not the programming, the year thing. Got templates to fully work across modules, so that's something. That's good. Turns the corner, me to myself, you're an idiot, you should just stop talking to people. I agree with that. I don't agree with that. So I'm just gonna zoom past here. Still not sure whether everything didn't work. I even got proof. The only thing I can think of is I have notifications shut off for raids and hosts of one, maybe. And maybe that's a global Twitch thing, that if it's just you, it doesn't pop up. I don't know. I'd like to thank my body for allowing me to eat so much bread, meets bread, and not gain weight. Praised be, body. But thank you for the host. The host and the raid, Jelmig, I really appreciate it. Well, that didn't work. Oh, and if you're already hosting within the past 3 minutes, the raid won't trigger an alert. Ah! You have me as an additional viewer. Yeah! So, that's a buggerino. Let's see why. So that would be the trap. Dragon catch. So, yeah. Anyone been watching E3? I haven't been watching much at all. Heard about Keanu. Thanks, Fletcher. Appreciate that. So it's gonna take some time to test here, but I want to just make sure that the trap isn't spawned or anything. It's not. Also liked how George R. Martin rather works in a game than finishing his books. I don't understand why he's even bothering. Like I genuinely believe he's never going to finish them, because I don't understand how he could get motivated about it. Like the TV show's already done. Who is hyped about reading the final books now? Like not only are the TV show's done, but they like butchered the last season. Like I didn't mind it very much, but people hated it in general. How is he going to get motivated to write those books? I know I wouldn't. Already pre-ordered it on Good Old Games. I only did that because I'm concerned that it's going to get banned in Australia, and I'm just hoping that pre-ordering it will somehow overcome that. Pre-order a year before it comes out. Why? I think you just said, didn't you? Don't really like George R. R. Martin at all. I really enjoyed the books. I thought they were really good. He started writing them in the 90s. I just don't see it. Such a long, drawn-out project, and having the TV show finished before the books are finished, I just feel it's going to take the wind out of his sails. Some people probably want a good ending and so on the books, but I just don't care. I mean, I would read them if he did finish them, but I don't think he will. Speaking of books, I just finished writing mine. 458 A4 pages of original fantasy. Hey, Frosty, that sounds awesome. Is it like, where are you at with it? Are you having people reading it, or are you like publishing it? What's the deal? Congratulations anyway, that's a big achievement. Like whether it's good or bad, it's a big achievement writing that much. Bad ending to the show gives him motivation to write something better. You could see it that way, Pengo, but I'm doubtful. I think South Park's depiction of him is accurate. Like, what was it? I can't remember the episode, I just remember the wieners everywhere. I think you should definitely say, hey look, I'm not going to finish them. I mean, yeah. I think you'd be so relieved to get to work on something new. That's what I think. Saw a fun quote about already pre-ordering Cyberpunk. Why are you pre-ordering it already? What are you gonna get a bionic dick for pre-ordering it a year before release? Speaking of, he's obsessed with them. There weren't that many wieners after seasons like 1 and 2, I don't think. Also, what's wrong with wieners, Watery Tart? I have it so that people can read it for free on my Google Doc, since it's my very first book ever. It's not written in a way where it would be sellable, so I need to find an editor. So, well, feel free to drop the link here if you want people to have a look at it. But yeah, no, that's really cool. You mean the books? Oh, I can't remember. It was years ago. I read them. Maybe there were tons of wieners. You can't please people though. Like, as if you only had boobs, they'd be like, well, he's an old creep. I guess he could have no genitals or whatever, but where's the fun in that, goddammit? Why not go, hey, I'm not going to finish these, I'm going to give what I've currently written to the community that's been helping you write it, they can do what they want with it. What do you mean, like give away the IP? I mean, maybe it doesn't need to do that, but like people could write fan fiction anyway, right? Ah, that's not working. I don't know, I generally don't like tons of sex and stuff. But you're obsessed with romancing things, huh? You just want platonic relationships, is that it? Also, not gonna try to spoil for people who haven't somehow seen it. That is a bit of a spoiler. Was the decision? Well, I didn't mind it. For those who, someone say sex and stuff. What an entrance, Java. For those interested in reading my newly finished book, Dagon Story, even if I'm pronouncing that wrong, here you go. Enjoy. Cool. Philip Tolkien have all the scraps released as a book. Not give away the IP like if they wanted to publish and make money off it, cash in on that and take a percentage, but if they just wanted to finish it for the community, they could. They probably could already, right? Like, just fan fiction wise. Right, so why did you not work, huh? Mr. Chieftain boy. This company still hasn't given me a contract, so I'm inclined to say, yeah. Well, that sucks. Yeah, they probably don't sound too reliable then. Play NPC dialogue, self-ID. Oh, did I just... Oh, that's what did Right, we'll need to just hotwire this so we can check it. There's no need to do the whole friggin' thing, I don't think. That's not the right order either. We don't even need that. We had it as 2 NPC IDs, which was a better solution than the hacky one I came up with during the stream, so all's good. Don't know if I should have had them literally there, but there you go. Well, I never got the tooth. Welcome back, Tart. But my book, I mostly wrote it because it was the only thing that could keep my anxiety attacks under control, so I just winged the story together on the fly. I don't have any chapters, you have to go by pages to remember where you are in the stories, don't be too hard on it, please. That makes sense. Gel Mega, you're not being helpful here. Thanks for the follow, Frosty. Repetition in itself isn't necessarily wrong or a mistake. Repetition could be used to drive home a point, or to show contrast, or lots of things. So I wouldn't... I mean, the fact that it says it's also less potent than you think sounds like the repetition is intentional, right? That's what she said. Thanks. I'll do like that's what she said. It always leaves me satisfied. Okay, so that's done. Done and dusted. It has begun. I can't be arsed working on the project today. Oh yeah, you said why are you avoiding working on the combat system? I guess because it's tricky, or like you expect it to be. That would make sense. Pretty basic procrastination. Sweet. Right, we finally finished the Dragon Quest, I think. That's pretty beastin'. So I think that's a good point to take a short break. I'll be gone for a couple of minutes. I'll probably sit now, so I'll basically switch over to sitting position with my buttocks supported. That's what we all like, eh? So I will see you shortly.
What?
Oh, that needs to go up a bit. That's what she said. Something like that. Yeah, looks good. Hey, Jeremy, you caught me today. Yeah, yesterday there was a bit of a disgraceful end to the stream. 30 minutes in, everything crashed. Only because the dog woke me up early. Thanks, dog. Savior of the day. What should the posture command be? Have you modified the hotkeys in VS Code? I have a little bit. I installed an extension. That mimics Atom. Jeremy, 3-month streak. Thank you very much. That's a hype. Thank you very much for the sub. Awesome. Double thanks to your dog then for waking you up. Posture critical, please correct. I love it. Right. Nice. I'm not gonna regret that at all, am I? Alright, so that was the dragon done. That's pretty beastin'. Now we've got the alcoholic tad. Fun times. Yay. And just log the completion of the dragon. Cool. So, for this dude, we've got a dialogue that we should load in first. Don't know how I feel about this character. He's like half jokes, half like a really dark mini plotline. Your hands should form a right angle when typing. What? In what sense? My hands. What do you mean my hands should form a right angle when typing? Like, is that right angle? Your feet should be touching the ground or an object if they can't. Your arms. Right, okay, so you mean, so not like, not like that or that, but basically like that, yeah. Feet should be touching the ground or an object if they can't, so okay, let's do this. So your hand should form a right angle when typing, or your arms, damn it. Yep, that's pretty much it, yes. Feet should be touching the ground, confirmed, or an object, confirmed. You should be looking straight ahead at the screen like you'd look into the eyes of your hot date. Fletcher, I can't see you. That's my only problem. I wonder to what extent my issues are caused by having two screens. Because I got two screens and like have chat all the way on the right side, and then I've got a screen here and then I've got a screen here. But yeah, like I'm pretty close to all those checkpoints. I don't know what the problem is, you know? Your main working screen should be straight. The problem is I don't have one. I think that's like, well, especially when I'm streaming, I'm working off two screens. we have fun. There's some talk recently on the news here saying slouching could be good. I've heard that as well. The one you look at the most should be in the center. So that would be the one with default. I don't know, have you seen some of my streams? I mostly spend them looking at chat, I think. Yeah, I don't know, because then, right, well, if I, currently what I have is this, the center is nothing. It's basically the corner of the two screens. I could make it so that I really face one of them and have another one to the side. But I don't know if that's better. Is it better to look straight ahead for most of the time and then twist lots a little bit? Or is it better to twist a little bit? You should really be facing one. I guess I could try it. Important thing is to shift around and not always take the one pose is what my doctor said, and I found it helps more than anything else. Yeah, I tried to do that too. It's easier to do that when you're standing. Hey Joshua. Welcome. Yeah, I found it easier when I'm standing, but it's harder when I'm sitting, and it's doubly hard when I'm streaming because you can't really just jump away from the stream much. You know, I'd like to. I think it's about being as relaxed as possible. I've noticed that. That works for me when I'm slouching, but not if I'm sitting up straight. That it's a hell of a lot of work. Right, so facing this screen now. But then, like, I need to look. I guess I could kind of I could look at the corner of my eye, but I want to do that, which, like, you see how much I have to turn my neck to properly read chat. If I could make it so that I just worked off one screen, I'd probably be better off. But I don't know how you stream on a single monitor, honestly. I know a lot of people do, I just don't understand how. Granted, I do just desktop capture, whereas you're supposed to do like game capture or whatever. You have a swivel chair, swivel. Fletcher? Okay. Fletcher? Why don't you swivel? I have 3 monitors, but I need 4. Why stop at 4? I've streamed from 1, it's not the best, lots of alt-tabbing. I wouldn't even be able to, like, with my current setup, because my current setup, I would basically be showing OBS whenever I had that open. I don't want that. Meet me outside and I'll give you a good swivel. Okay, right, guys, that's the end of the stream. I'm joking. Sounds a lot dirtier than I intended, but I'm sticking with it. I'm glad you are. Maybe maybe I could only stream like 2 hours a day, so I could do a normal setup for that, and then when I'm working off stream, I could work off of one monitor, and maybe that would be better. I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? Joshua Mallard, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. I want to say you do music, right? If I remember you right. Joshua clearly followed from my dirty joke, and I appreciate that. Nice. Phone call for Al. Alcoholic. These icons look nice. Hello, Nettle Flap. Thank you for flapping in here. What's new with you? How good is Donkey Kong music in general? This goes into the dialogue controller.
JTBS.
We need to actually load that file, which we haven't did, I think. Can you set up a chancing command for auto-browse? It would be funny for the ban command to have like a 0.01% chance of actually banning someone. I don't think I can ban people through the command. Unfortunately. That would be funny though. I presume I could if I scripted the bot myself, which I haven't. So. I don't know if you could you make a response? I'm trying to think. We've got some robots in chat. Could ban one of the robots. Like Commander Root, for instance. To make a response that is banning. Right, that's what I was gonna try. If it's modded, it would actually ban someone. I think auto-browse is, yeah. Test, okay. Usage, enable, let's permission only, let me do it. Caster. Okay. Something like that. Yeah, that does work actually. Thank you very much for the bits, Jeremy. 200 bits. You know who's not gonna get banned? Jeremy. Yeah. What is that? Shared rewards to shares in chat. Did you get that flag tart because of that? That's weird. It says instructions unclear. Have it banned the other person. It would say, yeah, that's risky stuff. I'm gonna unban Commander Root. I don't know what Commander Root does. It's some kind of stat tracker or something. Is not currently banned from this channel. I thought they were. Also, Barrage banned Commander Root. Okay. Did I spell that name wrong? Commander Root tracks stats like when you become affiliate partner and also teaching. Yeah, exactly. I thought so. There's tons of them now. Did I say hello, Macabre Art? I don't know if I did. I already forgot. In any case, hello. So can only the person that banned someone unban them? That's weird. Okay. Anyway, yes, apparently, Drake, I can, no, I didn't do that. But yeah. That's a danger command, I like it. I would basically just do, I'd like purge. Oh man, we should do something that like, I don't know what, it's like something really annoying like purge all your own chat messages or ban you or maybe, I don't know. I don't want to ban someone innocent. That would suck. I couldn't do it, but it would be funny. Did you say hello to mess with me, water retard? It was funny at first, but then I actually now realize that I don't remember if I addressed it or not. So I guess your joke worked. Could meet you for like a minute. No, thank you. I need my words, my wordiness. Right, okay. It's enough. It's enough. Don't mess with me, Tart. I'll bring out the creepy smiley. What are we doing? We've lost the plot a bit, but we are working on an alcoholic NPC. Hey Quackman, how you doing? Buckle in for a 35-minute stream. Excuse me, this is an hour 38 already. So you need to have buckled a bit more extensively, sir. This is based on you. Oofed. Oofed. I do like a tipple. I do like a tipple. Right, so we need to add him to the Mist controller. Let's actually do something now. It was what I first said when I rocked up, trying to be a bit more original than hello, but clearly that didn't work. No, that is too intelligent for me to understand at this point. I definitely have stream brain right now, so you can't make subtle jokes like that and expect me to understand. It's clever, I'll give you that, but that's also the problem. Right, let's go to the Squablin Goblin City. Grass City. Clever online topic. You see, that's the level I'm at currently. I can understand that. So So how are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you? Which house are we in? Let's just open the tiled maps, I guess. That'll be quicker. It's not this one. That looks like the blacksmith. This is it. The Squabbling Goblin. So how does he... I'm trying to think if I can use... I'm trying to think, I could use a table and just overlay the NPC on it or something, somehow. It is nice to see the word alcoholic. Why? I'm full of energy to tackle the combat system. I like that, Fletcher. You encourage that, boy. Encourage him real good. Yeah, it does look like one of the tables, doesn't it? Like, I don't think he's edited it. So all we would need is to... Do we need to get rid of the chair? Yeah, I guess so. We'll do that. Just unexpected. Right. Damn, alright. Extreme right party seems to be going for it and endorsing anti-LGBT groups. Where are you from, Jelmiga? Belgium. Alright, I didn't know you had... Are they in power? Are they extreme right? I guess you didn't say they're in power, so yeah, it could be extreme right. I'd be shocked if like they're in power. If they were legitimately extreme right. That should do it, I think. Of the Flemish votes and 12% of the national votes. Pretty high, yeah. To get to it. Got you there. Nobody wants to work with that party. We even have a name for actively denying that party court on Cemetery. Yeah, well, that used to be the case in Sweden with the Sweden Democrats, but then that's kind of fallen apart, I think. At least on the right of center parties, I think. This place has got music in it. It's an easy way to block that out. Global bars. Forgot about that. It's good. Is it in the settings? Mm-hmm. There we go. We got him.
I believe these words came from the Pokemon movie. The media pointed that out. I I am, where I am with my wife and my family, where
Yeah, I mean, I know the feeling Warrior Chart's having. Sometimes, like, it actually isn't hard when you get into it, but you still feel really, like, blocked from doing it and just end up procrastinating.
impossible.
Let's not hassle the Tart.
Never easy
He'll get to it. He's done really good stuff with the game.
on the line.
Before that thing happened, that party also had this. One of his elected representatives that publicly questioned the pro rights for other people. Toughy. Just haven't really thought about like what happens if it initiates combat in a hallway or some stuff to transport the player NPCs to another place. I don't even know what to think about. Well, do you have any thoughts on the combat system? Like, I know that's kind of what you just said, but initiates combat in a hallway. Is that a problem? Can you not have combats in a hallway? It's real time, I guess, is it? Or is it turn based? Honestly, I'm procrastinating my own design right now, so I get the feel. There you go. I know I wanted turn-based. Okay. So I don't see, like, maybe there is a problem, but I don't understand why it's a problem for it to be in the hallway. Mason Tavern, okay. To write the quest, actually. Yeah, it sounds like it's a good example of that generally. Meaning if I have a party of enemies, space might be an issue. Do they not have like colliders that push each other away? Also top right, you can't hassle Warrior Tart, you can only hassle the Hoff, you can only hassle the Tart. Don't hassle the Tart. Oh my goodness, I love it. You made me lose it too. Don't hassle the Tart. Can we make that a command? There you go. There's some weird ass commands in there that like I probably don't even remember where they came from. Just, you know, random stuff. Do you remember this one, Fletcher? There's no flop command, don't be silly. I think it was you that said unflop. I guess so, but what if the player and enemy are both facing each wall in the hallway? I don't know, like, I'm thinking maybe I just transport them to a combat area based on sectors, and if I do that, I'm gonna have to disable all the other enemies in this sector. I don't... I guess I don't understand the conundrum, but that's probably because I don't have a vision of how you want the combat to work either, so... But yeah, it sounds tricky if that's the kind of stuff you're thinking about. Remove weld, give rope. Is that supposed to mean something like making a specific neck decoration using that rope? Keep catching on, son. Yeah, it is something related to that, basically. Essentially, it's first person and turn based, so it looks something like Grimrock. Don't know what Grimrock is. Maybe designed from gameplay, so like get a basic system working and see how it feels in the hallway and whether you need to make them out or not. It's a good example. In Grimrock, it's tile based, so it's different because you can't really be forced into certain spaces. So are you planning on using like the environment? Like, are there going to be obstacles that like impact combat and stuff? In this game, there are no tiles. You could be both pressed up against the wall before initiating combat. Is that a problem? Confirmed top right, like dangling human decoration. That sounds darker or weirder, more lewd. That sounds like nut related. Not what I was going for. Pressed up against the wall with dangling human decorations. I guess we'll take a look at it. Not a trailer? That's weird. I like the look of it though. I met a drunkard in the Swablin Goblin who claimed to be a merchant down on his luck. If I provide him with wealth in some form, he claims we will embark on a business venture together. Are you dropping frames or is that on my end? I think it must be on your end because I'm sitting on low FPS to be honest. I'm not dropping frames, but I'm sitting on 21, 22 FPS. I don't know why that is. I don't have anything up. That's so crazy. Consistently sitting at 21 FPS. Don't know why. Time to update the potato then. Don't really have the money for potato updates right now. It's this potato or I'm mashed. Looking at how much an academic license for ZBrush or ZBrush? I don't know. I guess that depends on where you're from, huh? I'm a bit salty, really. Welcome back, Java. We postponed the project again. It's way less expensive than I thought. That's good. Taking another job. Done with waiting. Seems fair. Not to buy a new potato when it's fried, but they're most delicious when they're fried. I don't know where we were at in the analogy there, but that's true. I go for ZBrush. Since SpaceX is suing the US government over $2 billion of rocket contracts. Hoo-wee! Roast potatoes are better than chips. I mean, I'm a big fan of roast potatoes, but it really depends on the execution for both of them. If they're executed perfectly, they're pretty much equivalent, I think. Two and three, and two, three. 4. Do you want a tassel? So we need to do a thing here, so that would be return. Check money. Check equal money. You guys don't freak out or anything, but I just bought it. Nice! How much was it? ZBrush. He bought the ZBrush. Top comment. You know you hit rock bottom when you just searched fart in your general direction into the YouTube search bar. What's it like on rock bottom, Tart? Just under woofed. Is that perpetual? Shallow target is equal to like 3. Charge equal money. Seems the SpaceX lawsuit is by the US government not giving a fair playing field by specifically helping their competitors. Don't understand why that's. I should have taken it. Unlock quest. Quest ID. Well, it's not 5, that's the problem. Press lock cross. See if that works. Charge the money, so that's good. You can give a contract to Blue Origin, and when was the last time they launched something? I don't know anything about this. I didn't even know Blue Origin was a thing. I didn't know SpaceX had competitors. actually should be on the Origins Amazon. Huh, I didn't know that. It is like, we are getting really dystopian, aren't we? These mega corporations. SpaceX competitors, Blue Origin, ULA, and Northrop Grumman. That doesn't sound real. Having worked in US government, can confirm that they play favorites. I don't think anybody is surprised. But yeah, that makes sense. I always remember I used to work for an investment bank like 10, not 10 years ago, like 8 years ago? That feels longer than that. Anyway, I mean, I was lowest level grunt you could be, but I always thought it funny how people think that that these organizations run everything, and I'm like, they can't even use spreadsheets, right? Granted, like you if you're believing in conspiracy theories, you probably believe that the people at the top make decisions. But people think that like every grunt in an investment bank is part of the system or something. And you kind of would need that with like NASA to perpetuate like the flat Earth thing, because everybody would know and everybody would have to cover it up. And I can just guarantee you that that's not the case. Not just everybody in NASA, but I'm sure the Russians would have known if they faked the moon landing. Yeah. Seems the last time they sued the US government they won. Maybe that's why they're not favorites anymore. Keep suing them. Price of faking moon landing is greater than the price of continent. Is it actually? Well, it depends on like how broadly you go, I guess. Okay, no more spending for me. I just ripped a hole in my savings. What, did you buy anything else, or? I suppose spending 400 in a day is pretty hefty. Working on dialogue. I'm just implementing this alcoholic NPC. I don't know, do we have the rope item? I'm gonna have to try and find some commissions after summer. Yoo-hoo! What kind of commissions do you do usually? Film the moon landing in a studio in the way we see them. You need parallel light rays. How do you make those lasers, lasers, lasers? So they have to develop and make a lot of small lasers. Sounds like a win-win. Fake the moon landing and develop deadly lasers. Usually music, that's cool. That thing I'm good enough at programming to do some dev commissions that people would even want me to. I would want you to, but I can't really pay you. That for sure you know I'm broke. Because how dare you, and it's true. Music's probably the best bet, to be honest. That's cool. Like, how do you find commissions for music? Because it seems to me like it's extremely competitive. Like, there's always a lot of people, like, I haven't really been approached for much stuff in general other than music. Like, I hear other people getting like approached by publishers and stuff, and I'm like, I haven't heard from anyone. I don't know if that's, I probably should be worried, but musicians for sure have gotten in touch. Twitter and Twitch. What am I looking for? 5. Oh, I don't have any wealth, do I? Well, that's not cool. Want to play some Mystic Quest now? Is that what the song's from? It is. That said, it's been a while since I've looked for commissions. I'm sure you'll find something if it's music. Easy peasy. This great stuff you got going. Nightshade, 1, 2, 3. Thanks for the follow. I get the name. I get the name. I'm like not allergic, but like sensitive to nightshades, so I'll hiss at you a little bit. You're welcome. It's kind of funny though that I have more of a chance of getting music one than a programming job. I get what you mean, and you're right, but also not right. And that should be enough. Can I beat this guy up and force him to give me the goods, or do I have to pay him? You have to pay him. Unfortunately, it's not a particularly elaborate quest. Recognize this song? It's from Planescape Torment credits. Negotiate later. Okay, see us, Jamega. Thanks for hosting earlier, and congrats on streaming. Then lock animation. Okay, that's that. What else? Does that do it? Oh yeah, it's positioning as well. Message post. There we go. Oh yeah, I heard someone describe PS1 era texturing the other day as paper macheing pictures onto 3D models, and I thought it was really accurate. Yeah, that does make a lot of sense. Very creative description. Alright, Tart. Is this on a loop or does it just loop like that normally? I think it loops like that normally. If this is like a 5-minute track or something. Yeah, this is just about to end actually. I presume it loops during the credit track. Okay. Oh, I see. Oh yeah, I never actually completed the quest. Complete. Quest. Why is he off? That's it. That wasn't very complicated. Okay. And then I actually probably want to just tweak this here. Come back soon. Welcome back, Tart. And quest completed. That doesn't really work, does it? Feels like you're getting very close to like getting a lot of the content in the game. That is true. That is true. It is going really well in that respect. I think the next couple of weeks are going to be pretty beastin' as well. Cat's going to be away, so I'm just going to focus on the game. I might go a bit insane, but it'll be good to get a lot of progress done, that's for sure. 5739. So he's rendering above as we want him to, and yeah, that looks good. Good. Perfect. Did I ever show you one of my sculpted models? No, I don't think you did. You did. Un momento. So, it doesn't do that, that's all done. Now get this bad boy. Only ever made like 3, but the last one turned out well. That's cool. Okay. Right, that's gonna have to be me for the day. Auto retard. If you don't have time to send the link before I go, just drop it in the Discord and I'll check it out. If anyone here isn't on the Discord already, that's in there. It's free to invite, to join even. I'll be back streaming again tomorrow, so if you're around then, I'd love to see you then. Special shout outs to Jeremy today for subbing 3 months in a row and for the 200 bits. That was really awesome of you. Thank you very much. So yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out. We're gonna raid Van Damme, Love Van Damme, who is making a Zelda Link to the Past 3D/HD remake, which looks amazing. So let's go take a look at that. So yeah, thank you for hanging out, guys. Have a great rest of the day, and hopefully see you tomorrow.